Kolewa Umkaho and Nomtandazo Ruibana are grieving for their children. The 4 youngsters died at the start of this year while playing at an illegal garbage dump, like all the children here do. They live in the township of Motherwell, near Port Elizabeth. The women believe their children were poisoned by toxic substances in the garbage. For years, local people have been asking the authorities to address the problem.
It's so painful. We always try to stop other kids from playing in this area, but there's no way of keeping the children safe. None of the parents can do anything about this place. It's the municipality's fault. They failed us. Even after our loss, they failed to at least do what they promised to do.
More than a quarter of a century has passed since apartheid ended, but the South African government still hasn't managed to equip all the townships with power, running water, and a functioning waste disposal and sanitation system. The local authorities are aware of the problem, but they're chronically underfunded. 2 years ago, they declared a war on waste. 50 illegal waste dumps were transformed into parks and playgrounds, like this one. But the spokesman for the municipal authority, Mtubanzi Mnieki, says local residents also have a role to play.
It's a fact we're having a challenge of illegal dumping. Where we are trying so hard is awareness, pushing messages that talk to our communities to make them understand that you own your own neighborhoods. You know, your neighborhoods are not government property per se. It's a partnership between us and you to take care of your own neighborhood. It can work for us if you don't work with us.
The nearby Walmer Township, home to 60,000 people, offers one example of what can be done. Here, gardener Xolani Siwa launched the Limufili project. With the help of a non-profit organization, he transformed an illegal garbage dump into a vegetable garden. The vegetables sell well in the neighborhood. The income from sales allows Siwa to employ 5 local men as gardeners.
First of all, this garden helps to keep the environment clean, because people no longer dump garbage here. But it also helps the community by providing jobs. In order for the garden to grow and succeed, I need people to help. Now the garden provides a source of income and food.
A number of community-based initiatives are working with local people in Walmer to prevent the township from drowning in rubbish. One of them is Retrade. This social empowerment project works with waste pickers like Khusta Moko to recycle trash. He and 60 other residents from Walmer collect up recyclable waste from around the township. Every Friday, they bring it to the Retrade recycling store. Every full sack earns Moko points, which he can then exchange for food, clothing, and other items. Maria D'Angelo Gruer founded the project as a way of helping the community.
So people think that thrown away means that it just goes away. But we have a lot of people that live in those away places, that live close to tips and places where garbage collects. And that isn't a fair living condition for anyone. So in South Africa, we're really trying to change that because our informal housing is very close to those areas. So we want them to be the best areas they can be if people are going to live in them.
Retrade gives the waste reclaimers much more than what the commercial recycling firms offer. The project is financed by private donations and the sale of the recyclable waste. Thanks to Retrade, collecting recyclables has become a recognized job in Walmer, providing a modest but vital income.
People around me, my neighbors, they say, "Wilson, you must carry on doing that job of yours. You are already right like that." So it's why I look after this business of this recycling. It's helping me too much.
Back at the garden in Walmer, Siwa is packing up vegetables for 150 families. The coronavirus pandemic has left many in the township without a source of income. So now they're dependent on food aid. The food packages are being funded and distributed by an association called Masifunde. It's a joint German-South African initiative that normally works to assist young people in Walmer by offering training programs. The association has also helped Siwa to develop the garden. Now, during the pandemic, it's taking on a new role. Masifunde social worker Valencia Twalo says the cooperation with Vimofile is a success.
We as Masifunde felt that we need to actually utilize the people that are in our community. It's not about just giving people, but it's also being part of a bigger picture and being part of a change agent into making sure that our people at least function at a level whereby they are actually well respected and dignified at the end of the day.
The municipal authorities are supposed to ensure that health and hygiene standards are adhered to in the garden. They say their agriculture department is working to support and monitor urban vegetable gardens. Siwa says they did provide him with garden tools, but they have yet to check whether the ground of the former garbage tip and the vegetables planted there contain any toxins. But the war on waste continues. The municipal authorities have pledged to invest €7 million in the cause by 2022.